Back from the dead, the Alt-Art cards are booming again. Let's look at the numbers. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Is it just me, or does it feel like all anybody wants to talk about right now is the surging Sparks Pikachu? I mean, look, while you guys are all distracted debating whether or not it's going to be $800 or $50 in 2 weeks' time, there is an alt-art boom happening right under your noses. Take a look at this. So guys, we're going to start things off with the Umbreon here, the big daddy here from Evolving Skies. Now, this card, you've probably seen this one. In the last month, it is up 36%. It is cruising over $1,300 for a near-mint holofoil copy on tcgplayer.com. In the PSA 10 department, it is around $1,800. There was one sold yesterday for $1,850 on eBay. So it's absolutely skyrocketing right now, guys. And people are saying, well, look, it's not going to maintain. It's not going to maintain. There's 14,000 PSA 10s. So just PSA 10s alone, there's 14,000. There's over 18,000 graded. Then there's all the other grading companies. Like, this is overhyped. This card is overhyped. Guys, they've been saying this for years. They've been saying it for years. It won't maintain at 200, 300, 1,000. And this is kind of fuel to the fire to that Pikachu argument if you are high on that one. But look, the alt-art cards are booming, guys. And in case you haven't noticed, the stock market's on fire. Cryptocurrency is up. Trump just got reelected. Meta, Facebook, Nvidia's, they are all going crazy. There are a lot of young millionaire gentlemen being made right now. And those guys, in my experience, like to spend their money on fast cars, loose women, and Pokemon cards. So I would expect this, one of the most iconic cards of the modern era, to maintain. There's also the fact that we've seen the reveals now for Prismatic Evolution. And this whole Crystal Hats for Clowns thing is coming out. I don't personally subscribe to that, but I can see the logic and I can see why people are coming back to the alt-arts now and saying, look, these beautiful cards that tell a story, I like them a lot better than the special illustration rares in Scarlet and Violet. But that is a whole another debate for you guys. I'm not going to spend the whole video gushing over what's going up, but I am going to show you some more increases, and then I'll show you a couple of cards I think are undervalued. And if you guys want to invest in those, go for it, do your thing. Singles are just a very risky play, remember. Next up, guys, Rayquaza. This card is up 12% in the last month. In the last 3 months, 19%. And this one tells the story of the alt-arts really well on its chart. So it actually, funnily enough, mirrors what happened with Bitcoin this year. So the alt-arts went crazy just around the same time that Bitcoin was being deregulated so that it could be added to exchange-traded funds by institutions like BlackRock or big banks like BlackRock. And Cathie Wood was another one, and the guy with the beard. I always forget that guy's name. And yeah, then they went down because we weren't sure what the Democrats were going to do with Bitcoin. Were they going to tax it? Were they going to put their hands in your crypto wallets? And now everything's Trump elected, plain sailing, pro-Bitcoin, pro-crypto. Things are picking up in this bull market. Now, I do want to add, this bull market right now, I mean, Ken Sugimori could probably take a picture of a blank white wall and it would be up 10% in the market the next day. But things are definitely going up right now, guys. The Giratina is up as well. And I've been wrong about this card many, many times. Is it going to get up to its all-time highs of over $470 again? You guys tell me. I mean, this is a stunning card. It is up in the last month 15%. So it's starting to really go on that upward trajectory. Gengar, my favorite card of Sword and Shield era, my favorite one, is up 14%. Was it going to be just Halloween tax? I mean, it's up 18% now. It is absolutely cruising. People love this Gengar, guys. They really do. It's a really liquid card. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of this card. If you've been in it as long as I have, like past the year mark, you're up quite a tidy sum on this one. Almost 100% on little old Gengar. Then there is a card that is near and dear to my heart, the Charizard V. You got a two for here, guys. You're looking at this Charizard as if you are its trainer, right? And it is going to absolutely roast this poor old Venusaur. I love this card. I really do. So we're up 18% in the last month. In the last 3 months, 24%. And Charizard is probably the card that best mirrors the alt-art kind of climb and crash. This card basically reversed all of its gains over the last over the last year. Like, it went up and then came down in August, and then yeah, it's starting to really come back up now. And the good thing about this card is, I mean, booster boxes for Brilliant Stars have been out of stock on the US Pokemon Center for a while, but in the UK, they are still in stock. There is a purchase limit of 1. So when this changes, when this goes out of stock in the UK, I think Brilliant Stars is finally going to have its day, and I think this Charizard V will as well. So guys in the UK, order up those Brilliant Stars booster boxes. Do your pals a favor over here in the US and Canada, and let's get it up. Some undervalued cards, though. Guys, I want to talk about some undervalued cards. Not everything is booming. Blaziken VMAX, Chilling Reign. This is a gorgeous card. It's up for the year, 60%, but if you look at its trend line since its all-time high of 405, I mean, it's down now, guys. It's a $260 card. It hasn't started to reverse that decline yet, but it is an amazing card, and I think it's one that you should be looking at very closely. I mean, if you look, the graded profit on this, I'm just going to use price charting because it's easy math. I know the grading quality of the cards or whatever, near min, light play isn't factored in, but let's say it's 227 for an ungraded copy that gets converted into a PSA 10, you are somewhere in the region of a 78% gain on that card. There is still a really good grading and flipping profit on that card. Another card that I love that has not really started to go anywhere yet, it's starting a tiny little bit, is the Lugia V. I mean, this one's had a wild ride, guys. Up 36% in the last year, but you've had the God packs, you've had the stuff where people were pulling them willy-nilly because they went to Walmart in sleeve packs or whatever it was. I love this card, I really do. And if you look at this one, the PSA 10 population here, the grading difficulty on this, or actually on this line here, highlighted the wrong one, like it's over half that are going to get a PSA 10. It's not a difficult card to grade, and it has one of the best graded profits when you flip it from raw to near min in the Sword and Shield All-Star era. It's 173, let's say, ungraded, and in a PSA 10, it goes for 387, which by my math is somewhere in the region of $123. It's a great play. It really is. And I think, again, it's out of stock in the UK. It's the opposite of what's happened in the US. Out of stock in the UK, so you guys did your part there, but it is still in stock in the US and Canada. So guys, let's get that Silver Tempest out of stock and let's help out that All-Star card. A couple of other cards that I really like here, guys, as well. There are a couple of others. I love the Umbreon VMAX. I think this is an absolutely gorgeous card. It is still down on the dumps. It hasn't really gone anywhere since the last little while. And then we have the Umbreon VMAX here. This one's starting to climb a bit. I think people are going to have a lot of interest in the evolutions with the, in the evolutions when Prismatic Evolutions comes out and the hype gets going. And my personal favorite is the Celebi. I love this little Celebi from Fusion Strike. I think it should be a more expensive card. It's not very easy to pull. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous artwork, and I think it could go the distance. Anyway, that's it, guys. Huge alt-art boom happening. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, as always, and until next time, take it easy.